Lavonte, after seeing you guys come back, you got a lot of turnovers. Tom ties the game up, like Leonard Fournette runs it in. To lose it in that fashion, and how does Cooper Kupp beat a guy, because everybody knows he's one of the best receiver in the league. How does he become that open? Is it a miscommunication on a blitz? What happened?
It's tough, to come back in the game like the way we did, to battle back. Got a lot of respect for those guys in the locker room, coaches and players. It's just a situation, hurry up. Guys scrambling all over the place, trying to get lined up. And, just unfortunate situation. Some people didn't get the call, some people didn't, but, it is what it is, man. They just made a great play, had a great play call lined up, and they made a play, it sucks to lose in that manner from battling back the way we did, This season was a tough season, and, you got to take your hat off to everybody in that building for, grinding it out and putting together, a great group of guys to be able to be in a situation like that and just grind through it and be able to put us in a situation to win a football game.
What went through your mind on that fumble recovery there?
Say that again? Sorry.
What went through your mind there on that fumble recovery?
It was what we needed. Sue made a great play, stripping the ball out, and I saw the ball and I jumped on it. And in my mind, I'm like, this is it. This is all we needed. Offense to go back down and tie the ball game. And we're going to be in a position to win. And we had the momentum. And, fortunate how everything turned out. But it was a great play by Sue. And like I said, man, it just goes back to each and every individual we have in the locker room, how they have that mentality that, the game's not over until the clock strikes zero.
Do you think you guys are going to win after you got that ball?
Oh, of course. I thought we was going to win at halftime. We was down 20-3, but when you walk in this locker room and you see if you could be in a fly on the wall, you see the motivation in guys' eyes, the grind. We knew what we had to do to get ourselves back in the ball game, and we went out there and did that. Take the ball away and capitalize off of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and not shoot ourselves in the foot, and we did that in the second half. Besides that last play, so like I said, man, I got nothing but love for everybody in that locker room, and it was a tough situation. Tough to lose a football game like that, but you got to give your hat off to the Rams. But I definitely would battle with these guys any day.
It's hard to get out of your mind knowing that they had 42 seconds on the clock.
Oh, most definitely. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to swallow. You got to deal with that from the rest of the week because you never know. We had an opportunity to get back to what we wanted to do. But we're not going to be in it this year off some stuff that some stuff that we messed up, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to be a tough pill to swallow, but, it is what it is.
Bruce and Tom both talked about the finality of the game and how hard that is. Just take us into that locker room, what it's like knowing you might not see some of these guys again as teammates.
Oh, so tough, man. Very tough. A lot of these guys in their last year of their contracts. I was the last one to walk in, so, I just, seeing the look in everybody's eyes like, this is a tough one. You would hate to go out in such a manner. But at the end of the day, man, this locker room is not going to be the same next year. So you build a relationship with guys, and to see them, go out the way we did, and then, them going to have to move on. Some people are going to have to move on to certain places. It's going to be tough because this is like the most tight locker room I've ever been around. The most great chemistry with guys on and off the field. It's just great leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like with the young guys and the older guys just gelling together. Everybody just hung around each other, and it was like a real life family atmosphere. And, luckily you do build bonds with those guys to, wish them well on their future endeavors, but it's going to be different. We all know it's going to be different next year.
Do you have concerns about Tom possibly not coming back?
Oh, no, I don't know what's going on with that, man. I know Tom is a competitor, he always say he got something to prove, so you never know, but, man, what more can he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the GOAT. He did everything he can. And if he come back, obviously we'll welcome back with open arms, but you got to let him decide that for himself.
Before the comeback, Lavonte, there was some frustration. I guess you slammed your helmet down. Was that what it was, just frustration?
Frustration, frustration on our part. Just giving up a play like that, a long down distance that, in order to win football games in this manner, we can't beat ourselves. And that was a situation where we beat ourselves. And I was just, real mad at myself. Well, not mad at myself, but mad about the situation. But, I definitely, a lot of guys in this locker room look up to me. So that was something that I shouldn't have done. But at the same time, I feel like that was something that was needed. You know what I'm saying? But, I was able to gather myself and get the guys together, and we was able to regroup. And we got ourselves back in the football game, and that's all I can ask for those dudes.
Does the uncertainty of Tom's situation make it even harder? Like you're talking about looking in this locker room, knowing that some of these guys might not be back, and then you think about a guy like him, who's, such a huge reason why you guys have had the success that you had, that people know who you are. Does that make it even harder?
Nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Tom is a great quarterback. And Tom coming here changed our program tremendously. And you got to have a lot of respect for Tom, obviously, for doing that. He's a great football player. He's a great man. He's a great teammate. But, it's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? People come in and, go all the time. So whether he's here or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to move on from it and try to have somebody to come in, fill that void. But, right now, from my understanding, he's a Buccaneer, and definitely go to battle with him ready to go to battle with him next year.
Lavonte, you've been here longer than anyone. You've seen the top. Do you feel like the franchise is in a place, even with drastic changes, it's in a place where it's competitive next year and the culture is where you've always wanted it to be?
Yeah, definitely. You got to take your hat off to Jason Light and the management group, Greenberg, Spotech, BA, coach staff he brought in to help change that mentality around here. So now it's a standard. We know what we're capable of, even though, we might look a lot different next year, but whoever going to come in will have to come in and step in and, rise up to that standard that we set. We know we have a great group of guys, man. Whether you leave or not, or like if you're gone or whoever going to be in that locker room next year, you already built the foundation. They did a great job of drafting some guys and having some veterans coming back. So, and me, myself, I'm a part of that. So I'm definitely going to continue to try to be the great leader that I want to be and keep this thing going the way it is.
Lavonte, how hard was this season for you guys? Just from last year, everything, and getting to the top, and then this year I felt like you were throwing everything.
Yeah.
Just what was this like?
Yeah, I mean, it's football, man. Things happen. Starting with, bringing all 22 guys back. It wasn't going to be a cakewalk, obviously, because, it's football. Things happen. People get hurt. You have some mishaps here and there. Guys bump heads, so that's what happened this year. You had a lot of turmoil going on, man, and out, the organization, and then you got, guys getting injured, guys who played huge parts of our football team, huge parts of our success. But it just goes, you got young guys coming in, stepping up and filling that void. And, it just goes back to the management, the coaching staff having guys ready. But it definitely was a tough season, man. Guys playing through injuries, all type of injuries. And, like I said, man, that's why I respect all those guys in that locker room, man. The work that they put in, throughout the week. Coaches just, doing a great job of, taking care of guys throughout the season for us to get to this moment. But, it was a tough season, but, it got us this far, and we was able to, battle a lot of different things to be in the situation that we in. Just unfortunately, we didn't finish the way we wanted to.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.